Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Concrete Revolutio, Choujin Gensou, the last song, which is on episode 2. This episode right here had nothing much really going on the way I'm looking at it. It shows maybe one returning character, which she barely had any role to play or something. Why she kind of went a little bit crazy. So if anything else, let's go. At the beginning of the episode, we have to it that someone is singing and was killing off these invading superhumans whatsoever, whatever the hell they are called. And apparently this girl is known to be a suspect along with Jiro, along with this another guy, which apparently that guy, which I forgotten his name, escapes and tries to avoid being destroyed. And after that, we have to it that we get to a part where this girl named Aki Haruka, which is known to be the person who's been killing these superhuman beings, is targeted by the superhuman bureau. And we have to it that Jiro comes in and decides to help him and save her, and has a little small talk with her about about a couple things here and there, which I just go not too bad, it's okay here and there. So we have to it that Jiro reveals to Aki Haruka about Rainbow Night, it's a little bit of the Rainbow Night, and especially about his backstory a bit, which explains how he gotten his 3 colored powers, which is red, blue, and green. I believe that's on his arm whatsoever. Apparently, he tried to talk to one of the guys at the museum or something that involves superhumans whatsoever, but apparently the chief that he works for is known to be an associate with these other 2 guys, which is known to be red and blue. And Jiro, on the other hand, was caught in that trap and apparently, was about to be killed. But he ends up using Lock 1 and Lock 2 and killed two of those guys who tries to kill him. But the chief decides to help Jiro out before he goes berserk. Because apparently, if you guys watched this first season, every time Jiro unlocks his Lock 1 and Lock 2 and Lock 3, he goes pretty crazy, He goes berserk. But with the chief's help, who's the green guy, or green smoke, whatever the he is, he helps Jiro out and he helps him control his berserker mode, And therefore, Jiro was back to that. So we have to it that, it seems like after a couple talks with Aki Haruka and actually revealing him about the fumers are gone, they end up having a little small fight. And of course, Kiko and Emi ends up finding them in the end with Emi's help of a superhuman power. Jiro defeats her, and apparently they get ambushed by this guy who shows up in the later episode around the middle of it, who's trying to cause some trouble or something, Some kind of thug whatsoever that's trying to make some kind of goods out of superhumans, which is really ridiculous. So I see him as somewhat of an antagonist for the time being, And we have to it that Aki Haruka is picked up, and Jiro gives her the Rainbow Knight's helmet, and we get some revelation about this Rainbow Knight dude, which I think has somewhat of a role in the series to me, in my opinion. I mean, we hear to it that Rainbow Knight was always a regular human, but ends up doing some kind of misdeed or crime to make him superhuman. So I just go I don't know what's going on anymore, So it ends off with Jiro activating his powers once again. Oh yeah, he used Equus, that giant mech-like transforming car whatsoever, to fight Aki Haruka, Forgot to mention that. Forgive me. Anyways, that's about it. And it ends up with Haruka wearing the Rainbow Knight's mask, So I just go whatever, it is what it is. Aki Haruka does not have the singing ability, but she has this ability to actually transform to become big, which is surprising, which is what Jiro had to face her with Equus whatsoever. So I just go whatever, nothing much going on. Forgot to mention that she does this thing because she wants to be free. She wants to have her freedom when nothing more than superhumans with chains, So I can understand the meaning behind what she's trying to do, but whatever. So until then, not too much of a bad episode. I had a certain understanding of it. So I'll see you guys in my next video or so. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.